Welcome to the Two Pencils Podcast. We're two brothers and two high school football coaches from small town Kentucky, bringing you sports takes, music takes, debates, stories, and plenty of laughs along the way. Thanks for choosing to spend part of your day with us. If you enjoy the show, we'd really appreciate your support by subscribing to our YouTube and Spotify channels. You can also find us on Facebook and TikTok by simply searching Two Pencils Podcast so that you never miss an episode and stay up to date. If there's ever a topic you'd like to hear us discuss, we'd love to hear from you, so don't hesitate to reach out. Now sit back, relax, and let's get to today's episode. What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Two Pencils Podcast, here for an all-new episode. I got a brand new week. Excited to be back. We've got a couple of big announcements we'll tell you about towards the end of this show, but glad to be back. We appreciate you listening or watching wherever you may be streaming on Spotify or YouTube. We greatly appreciate it. Send the link out to your buddies if they don't already listen. Tell them to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Spotify channel, and give us a follow over on TikTok and on Facebook. But glad to be back. Like we said, Jackson, how's it going?
It'd be great if we could get this technical difficulty stuff worked out.
Yeah, it was a long process trying to, had some microphone issues. I'm not sure what was going on, but we finally
I
got,
can hear myself echoing, so I hope that's not the way it sounds on the podcast.
We'll get it figured out. Worst case scenario, we just, won't put one out. Everything will be fine, but, how's life going outside of the, audio issues we've just been dealing with for the last 30 minutes?
All football. And then today was Maisie's birthday, so we've been doing birthday stuff all weekend.
Yeah, I was gonna make a note to mention that my niece, your daughter, turned 3 years old today, and she's living it up. I'm sure you can attest that the last 3 years have flown by. Doesn't seem real that she's 3.
Makes no sense.
But we celebrated her all weekend. We had her a big birthday party. All of her friends came. What was that place called?
Kaleidoscope.
Kaleidoscope. Yeah, right here in Glasgow. There was kids running wild everywhere. It was entertaining for sure.
Yeah.
How many toys and new gadgets have you had to put together in the last 48 hours?
As if I wasn't busy enough, now I have a trampoline to put together. Gosh, just countless toys.
It's all worth it though, right?
Sure.
What about that new car she got? Who got that for her? I come over to your house, I brought her some what she calls Chick-A-Wave for breakfast on her birthday, and I walk in and she's got a car that goes pretty fast. That she's
not a bad driver either.
No, she's not. She needs to learn how to slow down a little bit, but she takes curves well. Who got her that car?
That's what we got her. It's pretty fun. I wish I had one to drive, but she got pretty brave and just figured out that running into the couch wasn't going to hurt her too bad. So she was just going as fast as she could, just bam, into the couch.
Respect. But yeah, she's 3 years old, and it's crazy. It flies by. But she's a hoot, that's for sure. You want to talk a little football? Give our listeners an update. How's football going from the head coach's perspective?
Wish we had more time before that first game, but it's here. We got 2 weeks until we go to team camp, and then 3 weeks before the first scrimmage and 4 weeks before the first game. So it's going to be here before you know it. I hope we're ready.
It is. It's crazy. Life. I was always told growing up, like, you think it goes by fast when you're young, but the older you get, the faster it goes. And like, it don't seem real that football season is. I mean, it's here.
The days are long, the years are short.
Yeah, that is true. And like you said, we've been saying it for the last couple of weeks now, but we are now less than 4 weeks away from the official high school football season kickoff here in the state of Kentucky. We'll be going back to school here in the next, I guess we got less than a month till school starts, don't we?
Yeah,
which we'll, as teachers, we'll have to go back even sooner than that. But I think the kids' first day at Glasgow is what, August the 25th?
25th or 26th, so we're just barely under a month.
Yeah, so we'll have we actually play our first football game before school even starts.
It's kind of cool because you don't have to be at school all day. Like, we'll bring them in that morning and have a walkthrough, and then they'll get to come back later. So it's always fun to have a game when there's not school. But
I just feel like when once school starts though, you get in a routine. I feel like it just flows better when you're in a routine. I'm not wishing to go back to school by any means, but from a football perspective, I just feel like it goes a little smoother when the kids are in a routine. And
uh,
I do better when I have a routine too. It's been a very boring summer for me. We practice from six to eight every night, and up until about 4 o'clock every day. I'm bored out of my mind. So,
get that field mode.
yeah, that field, those fields, I should say, they grow like crazy. I've never seen nothing like it. Gosh, I mean, I mowed the practice field on Friday, and by Monday it was needing it again. So that does keep me busy. Of course, I've learned how to get it off turtle mode, so that helps. So, yeah, so
Push the throttle forward.
I'll tell that story. Of course, I'm mowing the practice fields and at Glasgow, and I call. It was one day a couple weeks ago, and it was so hot. It was miserable. I shouldn't have been out there mowing, but and Jackson did this last year, the last couple of years, I guess. But I took it over this year, and I got one field mowed, and I call him asking if there's any water in the coach's office. I was gonna go in there and get me a bottle of water. And he's like, "Oh, did you knock them both out? You already finished?" I'm like, "No, I just finished one." And it took me like an hour and a half. He's like, "What do you mean you just finished one?" I'm like, the mower goes like 3 miles an hour. It took me forever. And then he informed me that I didn't have the throttle pushed all the way up, and I was going literally on turtle speed. So it was absolutely miserable. That's back when I was a couple weeks ago. I'm sure our listeners, actually, they probably don't remember when I had the awful sunburn. That was part of it because I was just out there mowing and wearing it right on my neck. It was awful. But yeah, I've since.
If I would have had to mow the football field on that slow speed,
Well, I did it. I sure
I bet
did.
you were.
Yeah, I mean, because I mean, it was a Saturday. I already didn't want to be there. I'm like, what am I doing on a Saturday? And I'm out there going like literally 5 miles an hour. Like it took me every bit of an hour and a half. And then once I bumped the throttle up, the time was cut over over half. The other field took me about 30 minutes, whereas that field took me an hour and a half. So lessons learned. It sucked. But anyway, I know this is something we don't normally talk about a lot, but just very briefly, LeBron James finally made his decision. He's going to Philadelphia to join the 76ers. You got any thoughts on that at all?
Jordan's the GOAT.
Yeah, I don't get into the NBA all that much, but I personally was just really, really hoping he was going to go back to Cleveland on a 1 year deal, do a retirement tour, and then be done. I thought it would have been really cool for him to end in Cleveland. I feel like that's what he should have done, but he didn't ask me.
I heard that, and again, I don't know if this is true, but it seemed like it was Bleacher Report maybe that posted this that said he was not going to live in Philadelphia. He was going to live in New York and helicopter in every day.
I saw that too. That's kind of crazy, but
It might not be true. I'm sure it's not, but I thought it was Bleacher that I read that on, but it could have been a parody account.
hey,
I just thought there's no way that's true.
we've been got before on those fake Twitter accounts.
You have.
Yeah, back when I mentioned the Yahoo Sports article that said Otega Owe was making or got offered 25 million to go play at Louisville. That was a fun few days just getting absolutely blasted on social media on Twitter. But anyway, Jackson, we're gonna move on. This is probably gonna be one of our shorter episodes that we've ever done, but Anyway, I've got a new segment here, and we actually got two new segments that we're going to do on this episode. But the first one is fact or fiction. I've got 10 statements that I'm going to read to you, and you are going to take a guess on whether you think they are fact or if they are fiction. We want our listeners, you all play along with us. Let us know in the comments how many you got correct. Up first, we have this one's interesting. The inventor of the Pringles can is buried in a Pringles can.
Fact.
That is a fact. His ashes were placed in a Pringles can at his family's request. How crazy is that?
Wow.
I mean,
respect, honestly.
I don't know if that's what he wanted, but that's what his family wanted, and by golly, that's what they got. They've got his ashes in a Pringles can. That is a fact. Number two, you're 1 for 1 so far. Number two, we've got Kentucky is home to the world's largest cave system.
That is true. Mammoth Cave National Park.
That is true.
Or not Mammoth Cave National Park, Mammoth Cave.
That is true. Mammoth Cave is the world's longest cave system with over 400 miles mapped. Did you know it was 400 miles long?
I knew it was a lot.
Number three, you're 2 for 2 so far. There has never been a perfect NCAA men's March Madness bracket verified by the NCAA. Fact or fiction?
Fact.
That is true. That is true. There has never been a perfect men's bracket. I thought that there had been.
Which is kind of crazy.
That I read something the other day that you have a better chance in your lifetime of being struck by lightning 6 times than to fill out a perfect bracket. I don't know how or who comes up with those statistics, but that's what I read. You're more than likely to be struck 6 times than fill out a perfect bracket. I for one have never even come remotely close to filling one out. So anyway, you're 3 for 3. Number 4. The state of Alaska is both the westernmost and easternmost state in the United States of America. Are you still there?
That don't even make sense. Fact.
It don't make sense, but you're going to go with fact.
Yeah.
Well, that is correct. Alaska is the most westernmost and easternmost state in the country because of the Aleutian Islands that cross the 180-degree meridian. Alaska extends into the eastern hemisphere as well as being in the western hemisphere. The more you know. I did not know that either when I was searching these up. I did not know that. Number 5. You're 4 for 4 so far. A giraffe has fewer neck bones than a human. Fact or fiction?
Fact.
That is actually fiction. They have the same number, which is 7. A giraffes are just much longer. I would have missed that too. I would have thought a giraffe had way more neck bones than a human, but what do I know?
Yeah.
You're 4 for 5. Number 6. The shortest commercial flight in the world lasts less than 5 minutes.
That's got to be false. Fiction.
That is a fact. The flight between Restray and Papa Westray in Scotland takes approximately 90 seconds under good conditions.
Why would you fly? I
don't know, but that is a
what
fact.
What is that, a 30-minute drive?
Maybe. I don't know, but approximately 90 seconds.
What are the cities again?
The flight between Restray, Westray, and Papa Westray in Scotland takes approximately 90 seconds. Are you searching it up? You don't believe me?
Not really. I can't even find Westray on Google Maps.
Just trusting
Spell it.
Westray, Westray, and Papa Westray. I'm just trusting the trusting old Google on that one when I was searching these up. Let me know what you find.
All right, come back to that one.
Okay. You are now 4 for 6. Number 7. There are 10 total of these. There are more possible ways to shuffle a deck of cards than there are atoms on Earth. ATOMS, atoms.
More ways to do what now? That's a 39-minute drive, by the way.
A 39-minute drive with the flight is approximately 90 seconds with good weather. This question reads, there are more possible ways to shuffle a deck of cards than there are atoms on Earth.
That can't be on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
False.
That is a fact. A 52 card deck has about 8 times 10 to the 67th power, whatever that equals, possible arrangements, which is far more than the estimated number of atoms on Earth. I'm sorry, what?
Did you say 8 times 10?
To the 67th power.
Wouldn't that just be 80 to the 67th power?
Sure. I'm not about to try and figure that out, what that equals. I gave up math once the alphabet become involved, and I just add and subtract at this point. That's all I can do. But that seems like,
Technically, there's no letters in the.
well, anyway. You're struggling. You've missed a few in a row. You're now 4 for 7. You got 3 more. A penny dropped from the top of the Empire State Building could kill someone if it hits you in the head.
Yes.
That is fiction. A falling penny doesn't reach enough speed to ever be lethal. It could sting, but it would not have the force people often imagine. You're down to 50%, bro. Number 9. Number 9. Bulls become angry when they see the color red.
Yes.
That is fiction. Because I thought the same thing. I would have missed that too. But bulls are actually colorblind to red. They become irritated by the movement of the matador's cape, not its color. The cape could be blue, green, or yellow, and the bull would react the same way. But yeah, I have often heard that too, that bulls get ticked off and mad and angry when they see the color red, but they actually can't see the color red. So, anyway, you are now below 50%. You need number 10 here to get back to an even 50%.
You started off so hot.
You did. You started off well. The letter Q is the only letter to not appear in any U.S. state name.
Oh.
Is that
Fact.
is that a fact or fiction? It is a fact. Not one single U.S. state contains the letter Q. That is the only letter that does not appear in a U.S. state. So you finished out at an even 50%, 5 of 10. Man, I think you started off 4 for 4, and then you missed 5 in a row.
I'll take it.
All right, well, we just got one more segment. It's also a new one, and I think you're gonna like this one. I think our viewers are gonna like it as well. What we're gonna do, We are each going to get $25 to spend. And I'm going to name, one at a time, iconic sports venues. And we are going to bid on them. You must purchase at least 5. You can buy more than 5, but you have to have at least 5. And then you got a $25 budget to play with. And then we're going to discuss
iconic sports venue.
Yeah, if you can, however you want to, you may value something as maybe you think it's worth $15. Maybe you think some of these are terrible and they're not worth anything. But we'll rotate who goes first. I will name them. You can bid first. But remember, you have to purchase at least 5. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. You start the bidding off. We will start with Fenway Park, home of the Boston Red Sox. What's your opening?
$2.
You're going to go 2. I will give 3 for Fenway Park.
5.
I'm going to go 5. I'll go up to 6.
All right, you can have it.
Okay, so I will take Fenway Park for 6. You'll have to keep up with what you get and how much. So I got Fenway Park for 6. I'll take that. Have you ever been to Fenway? I have not either. Wasn't we supposed to go a few years back? Didn't Shannon?
That's what I thought.
Shannon always talked about it. Wanted to take Austin there as a graduation gift, and it just kind of fell through. And I guess
because of class.
Yeah, I think the flight. That is what it was. I think the flights were just like outrageous, just stupid. But anyway, I've got Fenway Park for $6, so I have $19 left to play with. Up next, and I'll have to start the bidding on this one, Rupp Arena, home of the Kentucky Wildcats men's basketball team. I'll start it off at $1.
I'll go 2.
I'll give 3 for Rupp.
You can have it.
Crap. I really didn't want Rupp Arena. I thought for sure you would go up to 4, though.
Were you going to give it to me for 4?
Yeah. All right. Up next is Lambeau Field, home of the Green Bay Packers. And you start the bidding on this one.
I'll go 3.
I gotta give 4 for Lambeau.
5.
I'll let you have it for 5. Are you gonna
have Lambeau? That's the most iconic you've named so far.
You're probably right. And I've already spent $9 and you got it for 5. Are you keeping up with yours?
I only have 1.
Okay. All right, so you got Lambeau for 5. I've got Fenway and Rupp Arena. Up next is Allen Fieldhouse, home of the Kansas Jayhawks men's basketball team. In my opinion, probably the best atmosphere in college basketball. And I have to start the bidding. I will start with $1.
2.
I'll go 3.
You got it.
You're holding out. I keep thinking you're going to bid on these. Crap.
I've not liked any of the ones I would have took Fenway, but
man, I keep thinking you're going to bid. Allen Fieldhouse is. I've never been and seen it in person, but it's tough to go in there and win. Up next, the Big House. The Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines football team.
I've been to the Big House.
Before we start the bidding, how awesome was it?
It was awesome. Cool.
How big?
I went in there on a game day. Oh, I mean, you can't fathom it till you're in there.
Morgan Wallen played there this past weekend. There was like 80+ thousand in there.
it don't look that big like from TV and stuff, but then you get down in there and it's like, well,
All right, where you gonna start?
anyway, I'll start bidding at $3.
You can have it.
Cool.
You can have it. All right, so you've got what? You've got Lambo and the big house, and you've spent how much? I think you've spent 8. You spent 5 on Lambo and 3 on the big house.
Hmm.
All right. Up next is Madison Square Garden. Very iconic. I will start the bidding at $1.
I'll go too.
I'm gonna let you have it for $2. I don't. I've already got 2 basketball. I've already got 2 basketball arenas. I don't need another one.
That's the most iconic venue named so far.
Probably, but
That's where Taylor Swift got married.
it is. It is. Is that where did the Knicks did they win it in Madison Square Garden this year? Or did they win it? Did they clinch it at San Antonio? I want to say it was at San
I
Antonio.
feel like it was in San Antonio.
All right, up next. This is a good one. How much have you spent so far?
I think $10.
You spent 5,
I'm crushing you right
5, 3, and 3. So you spent 11. You're not keeping
now.
up
You
with.
gave it to me for $2.
Yeah, you're right. So you spent 10. You need to keep up with what you've bought.
I have it.
Oh, and the price, because I know
I have it.
you will try to cheat me and say you have more money than what you actually
You
have.
just tried to cheat me out of $1.
I have spent 6, 3, and 3. So I've spent 12. You spent 10. Up next we have Arrowhead Stadium, home of the Kansas City Chiefs. It is your turn to start the bidding.
$1.
I'm going to go up to 4 on Arrowhead.
You got it.
Would you have bid if I went up to just 3?
No,
Really? That's the best environment.
not that.
That's
That's not an iconic sports venue.
It's the best environment though. By far in the NFL. Easy.
But you said iconic. I wouldn't call it iconic.
I've now spent $16. I've got $9 to play with. Up next, we have Cameron Indoor Stadium, home of the Duke Blue Devils. Your turn to start the
Start
bidding.
bid, right?
Oh, I do. I'll give $2 right off the bat for Cameron.
All right, you can have it. I don't want that junk on.
What?
The place sucks. That's a high school gym.
It is. I would like to go there.
It's about the size of Glasgow's gym.
Hey, look up real quick how many people Cameron Indoor holds. It can't be many.
Yeah, I'm crushing you with this list, anyway.
I like my list. I've got the 3 best venues in college basketball, and then Arrowhead.
9,314 people.
I don't think Glasgow's quite holds that many, but I've got the
Barron's gym is bigger.
100%. I've got the 3 best venues in college basketball plus Fenway Park and Arrowhead. You are not crushing me.
I have Madison Square Garden, Lambeau Field, and the Big House. I get these next 2 on my own for $1.
I've now spent 18. I still got $7 to play with. And up
You only
next,
get 5.
no, I said you have to keep a minimum of 5. I was very specific when I said that. Up next is Neyland Stadium, home of the Tennessee Volunteers. You start the bidding.
$1.
I'll give 2 for Neyland.
3.
I'm gonna let you have it. Man. Neyland Stadium is awesome. I hate Tennessee with everything in me, but that stadium and that atmosphere is freaking sweet. If you've never been to a game at Neyland Stadium, you need to go. You will hear.
Did ChatGPT come up with these venues, or did you come up with these?
I did.
I can tell.
Why? What's wrong with Neyland Stadium?
No mention of the Rose Bowl yet.
We're not
It's
done.
just,
We're not done yet.
I can just tell.
Up next, Wrigley Field, home of the Chicago Cubs.
You can have it.
You're gonna give me Wrigley Field for $1?
Absolutely.
I mean,
Mostly because I know you hate it. You won't go there.
yeah, I mean, I hate the Chicago Cubs with everything in me, but for $1, I'll take it. That's my bench player. That's my sixth player. I have now spent 9, 12, 16. I've now spent 19. I still got $6 to play with. Up next, we have the Rose Bowl.
Thank you. Finally. I'll go $1.
I'll go 2.
3.
I've got $6 to play with. I'll go 4 for the Rose Bowl.
5.
I gotta let you have it at 5. Now, how much have you spent?
I have 4 of the best. I mean, I'm clearing this list right now.
How much have you spent?
Oh, was that 10? It's 15.
How many do you have? 4?
4.
All right. Up next, we have Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers. I'll start.
Your turn.
I'll give $1 for Tiger Stadium.
$2.
I'm gonna let you have it.
All right.
You got to. All right. You've now spent 17. I've spent 19. Up next is Rosenblatt Stadium, home of the men's college baseball World Series for many, many years. I believe it is your.
There anymore?
Do what?
Is it even there anymore?
I'm not sure if it's still there, but one of the most iconic and historic stadiums throughout baseball history. I believe it's your turn to start the bid.
$1.
$2.
You can have it.
Really? I for sure thought you'd go higher on that. What's wrong with Rosenblatt Stadium?
Just think that there's better stadiums out there that I want to spend my money for.
Up next is the Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes.
I'll go $1.
I'll go 2.
3.
I'm going to let you have it for 3. You can have the Horseshoe.
I have Ohio State and Michigan now.
How much money you got left?
I've spent 18.
And I've spent 21.
Yeah, 18. I'm at 18.
I've got $4 to play with. Up next is Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, home of the Florida Gators football team.
Finally, a decent stadium.
I'll start.
You're missing some really good ones though.
I'll start the bidding at $1.
$2.
I'll let you have it for 2.
I would have went to 5 because I know you only had 4.
Up next, Beaver Stadium, home of the Penn State Nittany Lions.
$1.
2.
You got it.
Okay. And last but certainly not least is Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs.
I mean, you left off so many good stadiums. No Yankee Stadium.
Well, they tore the old one down. It's a new one now.
Rosenblatt Stadium ain't used no more.
I don't think they tore it down, though. I think it's still there. What else did I forget besides Yankee Stadium?
I mean, you'd have to give me a second, but I mean,
You act like it was.
the old Hard Rock Stadium in Miami.
Well, first off,
Freaking Superdome in New Orleans.
first off,
That's
how much are you bidding for Sanford Stadium?
Cowboys Stadium. I mean, my goodness.
How much are you bidding on Sanford Stadium?
$1.
I will spend my final $2 on Sanford if you'll let me have it.
I will.
That's crazy.
Plus, it's a dump.
I just got for $25. I got Fenway Park, Rupp Arena, Allen Fieldhouse,
Bunch of crap.
Arrowhead Stadium, Cameron Indoor Stadium, Wrigley Field, Rosenblatt Stadium, Beaver Stadium, and Sanford Stadium. All for $25. You can't say you did not beat me. Did you even get 5? I don't even know
My
if.
5 are better than those.
No, I have the 2 most iconic MLB ballparks in Fenway and Wrigley. I have the 3 best.
Probably the most iconic basketball stadium, the most iconic football stadium, three of the most iconic football stadiums in college football.
No.
4, actually, because I got Tiger Stadium too.
Let me finish what I was saying. I got the 2 most iconic MLB ballparks, Fenway and Wrigley, hands down. I got the 3 best.
Yankee Stadium.
I got the 3 best college basketball venues. That clears.
I have the Rose Bowl too.
And I've got Beaver Stadium, Penn State, and Sanford Stadium just thrown in as bonuses. And Arrowhead, which is the most iconic, or not iconic, the most best atmosphere in the NFL. My list is legit.
Okay, just college football. I have Florida, Ohio State, Michigan, LSU, Tennessee, 5 of the top 10. I have the most iconic college football stadium of all time, the Rose Bowl. I have the most iconic basketball arena, just arena in general in history, Madison Square Garden. I have Lambeau Field, the most iconic NFL stadium of all time. I absolutely destroyed you.
I disagree.
I destroyed you. Georgia's is not iconic. I'm sorry. Sure, not iconic in any way, shape, or form.
My list is really good.
Wrigley Field, there's friggin' they don't maintain their friggin' outfield wall, so ivy grows on it.
Hey, listen, preach.
They have a fence that comes out over the fence, so when you hit a ball that wouldn't be a home run, it is a home run.
Hey, I'm with you. I hate everything about the Chicago
Cameron
Cubs.
Indoor Stadium holds less people than Berry County High School.
I'm with you, but still, as much as I hate both of those teams, still super iconic.
Not like my list.
I disagree. We'll let the viewers decide. Let us know. Did I or did Jackson draft the best venues well within our budget? I spent exactly $25. I think Jackson only spent what?
Yeah, I still have more money, and you didn't even have Yankee Stadium. So I'm going to take Yankee Stadium for $1.
Okay.
So there.
You got to take the new one, the new Yankee Stadium that sucks.
Okay.
Not the old iconic one.
I mean, you just left out some good ones.
Yankee Stadium's the only one that you've mentioned that I left
There's
out.
no Superdome.
Okay, you've named
You gonna
2.
hate on the Superdome because you're a Falcons fan?
No. Listen, Falcons, as a
You
Falcons,
didn't even put Mercedes-Benz in there.
it's pretty much still brand new. It's been less than 10 years.
Still iconic. They host the SEC tournament or SEC championship there every year.
It's less than 10 years old. Now,
No Superdome, no Cowboy Stadium. I mean, you suck.
well, then you start coming up with the list. You could contribute a little bit.
I'm just saying, you could have done better.
All right, you can make the next list then.
Still waiting on you to make that bracket so I can have a favorite NFL team.
Okay. Well, I will do that for our next episode. There will be a bracket.
We're gonna do one at a time. Slowly whittle them down.
I'm telling y'all, he's not going to pick one and stick to it. He's just not. I know him better than anybody. He's not going to do it.
I will do it. I'm a man of my word. Nothing else.
All right. Well, we'll see. Next Two Pencils podcast episode, we will have a bracket and we will start dwindling them down of who your favorite NFL team is going to be from here on out, beginning in the 2026 season, which is.
I say we just say screw it and put every team in there and let's whittle them totally down.
I thought you already had it whittled down to like 9.
Well, let's just make it last longer.
Yeah, that's what we need to drag this out as long as possible.
Let's do two a time then.
Speaking of new episodes, there will probably not be a new Two Pencils podcast episode next week, but there will be the first ever Backroad debates. And what we're going to do, we are going to collaborate with Tyler McMillan, who is the host of the Basement Podcast, and Mr. John Jackson over at Lazy J Adventures. What we're going to do is start putting out a joint episode once a month, and we're going to get that started in August. We've finally, I know we've been kind of talking about it for a while, but we finally got the ball rolling a little bit, and that is going to start hopefully next week. We've got a day set aside to record, so hopefully that'll be out on all of our channels. And we're going to start calling that segment, again, it'll be once a month, and we're going to call it the Backroad Debates, since we're all from a small southern Kentucky town, and we're going to start with some local topics and just cover a wide variety of things. So we are really looking forward to that. I think that'll be really good. So that's coming hopefully next week. Anything you'd like to comment on about that, Jackson, before we head out?
I can't wait.
And if you've not already, like I said, we're both really looking forward to it. But if you haven't already, go give their pages a follow. Lazy J Adventures over on YouTube. They're on TikTok as well. And then the Basement Podcast. You can find that on YouTube and Spotify, and they are on TikTok as well. We are really looking forward to that. It's should be a lot of fun. They do a great job on their page, and we want to promote them the best we can. So, looking forward to that. Jackson, anything before we head out?
I think I'm good.
Well, we look.
All hearts and minds are free.
Looking forward to that collaboration again. Hopefully, that should be out sometime next week. So, thank you all for listening or watching. Be sure again to give us a follow on our social media pages. Send this link out to some of your buddies that don't already listen. And we will see you all next week on the first ever Backroad Debates Tour with the Basement Podcast and Lazy J Adventures. We will see you all next week. Everybody have a good one.